to review is a theater planned for the southeast corner of 32nd and Hammonds Boulevard. The building will include 8 screens, a restaurant bar area, arcade, and more. The meeting gets underway at 6 p.m. in City Hall at 602 South Main. A man from Goodman has been convicted of child sex crimes. A jury in McDonald County returned a guilty verdict on several counts against 44-year-old David Hood. The investigation began in February after a child reported being abused by Hood. 2 other children came forward, saying they had been abused as well. Hood will be sentenced in November. When you see news, call or text our tip line at 417-208-9TIP. For News Talk KZRG, I'm Steve Smith on KIX 102.5.
KIX 102.5 Storm Tracker radar is just showing a few clouds over the 4 states. Time now for the KIX Kids Pledge. Today we're featuring Carthage Mark Twain, Mrs. Burns' 3rd grade class.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Great job, guys. And if you'd like your kids to be on the KIX Kids Pledge, all you got to do is go to KIX1025.com and go to the Morning KIX page and then click on the button there to find out how to upload your audio. Cash! Lots of cash! From your first chance to guess and win, we're going to make it rain up in here. Dirty dang dollars, cash money. Here's Lainey Wilson. It's working! That must have been what it was then, Jason. I guess the cash, which weirdly enough, I believe that might have been some of the issue with our post and our Muse issues. Still? Try this. Do control. This is going to make you have to re-sign into everything. But Control-Shift-Delete and clear your cache. Well, would you like things to work? Oh, your mic's not on either. There you go. So Jen says she still can't send a chat yet. I'm wondering how much of this has to do with individual caches, browser caches. Because you remember on Friday, we weren't able to upload video or podcasts to Muse.
Mm-hmm. It's still not going.
Huh. So you did all that?
I hit Control-Alt-Delete.
Control-Shift-Delete.
Yeah.
And cleared out your cache. It brought up a message, clear browser history and all that stuff?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird it's letting me. Anybody else having trouble chatting today?
Morning, Emily.
Yet? I'm going to try to put our podcast from Friday on into Muse and see if that works.
Morning, Sheila. Good morning, Megan.
That was 9:15:23.
Yes.
It's working. That's what it was. It was browser cache.
Mm-hmm.
So that at least we know is the issue with Muse. May have been the issue last time that we had problems with it uploading.
Mm-hmm.
So,
It's strange that it suddenly became an issue, though, after.
well, once your browser cache gets full, it like loses its ability to function. Why they don't have automatic cache clears built into the software of these things, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're not built from a user experience. They're built from a programmer experience. So.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, it took it just seconds. It's in there. Boom. That's what the problem was.
Jimmy says, I can't send on chat. Won't let me send.
Okay, so Jimmy and Jen are having trouble texting on the KIX chat.
I don't know.
Jimmy the only one
So far.
Jimmy, you may be the special message that we have right there. I don't know. I don't know why, but again, it's something that we're trying to figure these out. Stream won't let me sign in over here. It's weird it'll allow some and not others. So that tends to make me think that it may be something on their end that's contributing to it. I don't know what that
Mm-hmm.
is,
Morning, Carol.
but everything on my browser is having to be reloaded from scratch. And it's not wanting to let me in. Yeah, it's still not letting me sign into the Oyster Pocket Host either, Jason. Oh, it's because it's in maintenance mode, so he's working on it. That's
okay.
why. I just saw that.
That's such a funny
Yeah.
oyster pocket.
Clever oyster. You know what you do with a clever oyster.
What, Randy?
You eat them. I just heard a bloop. What was that? That must be on yours. Mute
My computer's muted.
your whole computer.
Mhm.
Your browser may not be.
But how can my browser have any sound if my computer sound is turned off?
Really doesn't make any sense, does it?
And Facebook is muted. I don't know what would be.
Huh. Me neither. Mine's all muted too.
Hey, good morning, Kim. She says, I'm just letting you know, thank you for letting me stream KIX all the way home from Wisconsin.
Nice.
Well, thank you for tuning in from Wisconsin, Kim.
Absolutely. Oh, it's on Studio Texter. It has notifications. They go bloop. Not anymore. So we had our winner from the KC getaway this morning, Holly Ball. Have Holly Ball. No.
I mean,
no, can't do that.
I
We can't. We
mean-
talked about it. Remember? What management said?
okay.
Okay, so congratulations to Holly. She's from Joplin. She's the winner of that KC getaway, and hopefully she has a great time on that.
I mean, that's priced at over $600.
Yeah.
This is a huge prize.
Looked like it was her first time ever winning with us, too. So,
Mhm.
a new winner. And today, the brand new secret sound. Most of you guys got to hear it on Friday on the live video, so we're going to be giving you your first chance to guess in just 10 minutes. Excuse me. So, here's
He's
the thing.
Gassy with excitement.
Did you know there is a hint up already on the website?
Already?
Already. There is a hint on the KIX website.
Where?
It's hidden. You just got to find it. Could be anywhere.
It could be in Friday's podcast.
Could be in Friday's podcast. Could be in a Jen KIX Country Dirt. Could be in MJ's podcast or a weekend watch list, or it might not be in a video. It might just be in a descriptive text. So the thing is, you've got to go look.
Here we
for
go.
it.
2 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Sunshine with highs in the mid-80s this afternoon. It's 56 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast in about 13 minutes. But today is the start, the return of the KIX 102.5 Secret Sound.
We're only 10 minutes away from your first chance to guess and win some cash.
All you have to do is be the 5th caller when you hear the sound, and then guess the sound and tell us what it is, and it's yours.
But here's the deal. If you do get it wrong, though, we are going to add another $25 to the jackpot. And for every time it's wrong, we're just going to keep growing that jackpot and growing it and getting bigger and bigger.
Did you know there's already a hint up on the website?
No way.
Yeah. There is a hint that would help you guess the secret sound on the KIX website at KIX1025.com right now.
Well, where is it?
It's hidden. You got to go find it. It could be anywhere on the website, but it is on there.
So if they go to the KIX website and just start scouring, they might find the clue.
Might find it.
Here's Lady A.
On the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
Would you like, Jen, to have me come over there and turn around so that you can just kick me really hard?
Yes.
Would you? I said it, and I'm like, you just told her that's not the way we do
that.
that. You idiot. Why didn't you say something? Why do you let me get away with looking like such an
I
idiot?
didn't think about it. It's, secret sound is still not like fully.
It is. We take
in
the
my brain,
fifth caller when we play the sound.
Yeah.
I told her this morning, that's not how we do that, Jen. They just call at 7:20, 11:20, or 4:20 when they hear the sound, and that's it. Apparently, you know how to play it better than I do. Jeez.
Morning, Jerry. In my defense, I have like a whole sheet here.
Nice. That's clear, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm not
Morning, Kathy.
contributing to the clarity at all today, apparently.
That's okay. I'm glad. I'm
Sheila
so glad to have
says
you back,
we are
Emily.
Frozen.
Who's
No,
frozen?
Not. Okay, so if anybody finds the hint,
Morning, Dorinda.
I want to know. Don't tell everybody where it is because you're just making it that much easier for them. But I
Don't
want to
do that.
know if you find it, okay? Because I want to know how difficult. I thought it was pretty easy. And I showed it to Jen. What do you think?
I don't know. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to give it away.
So I will tell you this.
Are you giving hints?
No,
Okay.
that is a hint. But I will tell you that later in the week, we're going to do another hint and another hint. We're going to just start putting them all over the website. And eventually, we'll put the answer, not just a hint, the answer to the secret sound will be put. But I'm going to tell you this, as the hints get more obvious and as the hint or the answer goes up, those are going to be super hidden.
Yeah.
You're really going to have to look hard to find them. And you think, well, I don't have time for that. Do you for $1,000
Mm-hmm.
or for $300 or $400? How much would it take to go digging around on the website in your free time a little bit to make that worth it to you?
Right. Morning, Lisa.
I don't think we'll see a lot of people looking for them yet, but when we get up around $500, I think you're going to see the web traffic on the website go, pew!
I hope so.
Yeah.
That I never call get through. Well, maybe you'll get through this year.
Good luck, Sheila.
I'm so excited.
I am too.
Will you
And-
double check and make sure the beds are okay?
No.
That's all I did for
All
that.
you need. You got the one after before the weather?
Oh, before the weather? I put it after the weather right there. There you go. That looks right.
So, here's how it's going to roll. Go over this again since Jen only got to do secret sound like 4 times.
Not even that. He goes, so
Just
and so
twice.
from so and where. You're caller number 5. It's your chance to win. But if you can tell us what is the sound, play the sound. For 102.50, that is da-da or do-do-do.
Do-do-do-do. I want you to make that noise if they do-do-do-do.
Do-do-do-do. And then if they get it wrong, not it, but we're going to add another $25 to the jackpot, making it bloody bada and
Give you another chance to
play with
guess and win
MJ.
at 11:20.
who wants to play with MJ at 11:20?
Ugh. Gross. You're going to need some extra rubber gloves for that.
Jerry says, it's hard for me to call when I'm in Salt Lake. I'll never get through. Well, not with that attitude.
No. Can't, never, could do nothing.
He still might be able to. Phone call's the phone call's the phone call.
And we will tell you guys here on the video when we're getting ready to do the sound, when you're getting ready to call, so you know ahead of time. Not that you want to be early. That doesn't do you any good. You've got to be the 5th caller. So there's not a real easy way to get a leg up on secret sound. It is what it is. she'd be good for it too. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. Yay! It's Monday. Jerry says, I didn't ask for your opinion, Mr. Weasel.
All right, Jerry.
Okay, guys, we are a minute and 20 seconds away. Ah! It's so exciting.
Kim, I know she's streaming, she's commenting on Facebook. I will let you know that if you go on to the KIX app or if you go onto the website, you can log in. You can create a login there, Kim, and you can comment from there and stream and listen to everything live at the same time from one location.
And we're more likely to see our messages because
Yeah.
Facebook loves to hide things from us.
Facebook is stupid while they choose what messages or comments gets through. The hubris of Mark Zuckerberg.
Ooh, hubris. That's a $10 word on a Monday morning. Who says hubris in normal conversation?
I
That's so hubris.
thought hubris was like
Hubris.
that stuff that you dip chips in that all the bougie kids eat. What do you got there? A bowl of hubris?
Love me some hubris. A
No,
little
that's hummus.
roasted red
I'm
pepper.
sorry. It's hummus. It's very close.
Did you say the bougie kids eat that?
Oh, my
I love
gosh.
hummus. It's so good. Are you calling me bougie?
Being bougie. It's hippie food.
It's chickpeas.
This song doesn't even sound weird at all, does it?
Love this song.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. The latest from Morgan Wallen. Think about me at 7:18.
We'll see sunshine this afternoon. Highs nearing 85. It's 56 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at 4 states' weather in just 3 minutes.
Can we do it? Can we do it? Can we do it?
What?
Let's give away some cash. I am so excited for this.
It is time for the secret sound.
We are looking for caller number 5 at 623-1025.
All you have to do to win the cash, $102.50, is tell us, what is this sound? You got to be able to hear it, don't you? Isn't that weird how that works? Yeah, what is this sound?
What is it? What do you think?
I feel like, it being the very first day that we ought to let him hear it twice.
You think so? Should I play one more time?
Do it more time.
Okay, here we go.
For $102.50, be caller number 5 at 623-1025. Tell us what that sound is.
And the cash is yours.
From the 4 states, #1 for cash. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Hi there, Morning KIX.
Caller number 1.
Hi, Morning KIX.
Caller 2.
Hi, Morning KIX.
Caller number 3.
Hi, Morning KIX.
Caller 4.
Hi, Morning KIX. Can you take us off speakerphone, please? Hello, are you there?
All right.
Are we still on speakerphone, sounds like? Yeah,
Yes,
much better.
so much
What's
better.
your name? What's your name? Melissa, where are you from? Melissa from Arma.
You are caller number 5. Woo!
It's your chance to win the cash, $102.50.
If you can tell us, what is this sound?
She says opening a sliding glass door.
For 102.50, that is not it.
But we're gonna put another $25 in the jackpot, making it $127.50.
And give you another chance to play with MJ at 11:20. You too.
Gosh. Have to get the one person who doesn't know how to have a conversation.
If you can tell us what is.
For some reason, all of those playbacks were super quiet.
I'm gonna go with
For a while to get that up.
glass door
She says open
or closing.
glass door.
For 102.50, that is.
How quiet that is?
Why is it so quiet?
Couldn't win. Eric. What?
She's being the buzzer.
She's late on everything. She bleeds over on your vocal.
Ew. So much blood. 10 seconds. Do I start or do you start? I don't remember. I'll start. I think you do. Here we go. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for cash.
We are looking for caller number 5 to guess and win the secret sound. Melissa from Arma.
You are caller number 5.
Woo! Happy Monday!
It's your chance to win the cash, $102.50.
If you can tell us, what is this sound?
I'm going to go with opening a sliding glass door.
She says opening a sliding glass door.
For 102.50, that is not it.
But we're going to put another $25 in the jackpot, making it $127.50.
And give you another chance to play with MJ at 11:20.
Yay!
Made it through. Hi there, Morning Kicks. We got
did.
our caller, and they guessed incorrectly, so that means your next. Well, your next chance to guess and win is at 11:20 with MJ.
11:20,
Same number. And then if nobody gets it at 11:20, you can do it again at 4:20 with Brett.
Is it going to be a different sound?
Nope. Same sound until somebody wins it.
No, I exactly know what it is. All right, thank you.
Thanks. She knows.
She knows.
Knows and knows. When I hear it, I'm like, I don't know how you could get it wrong.
Oh, I know how you can. Totally.
To me, I hear it so clearly.
There's a lot of things. Morning, Heather.
There's a really, really obvious hint on at KIX1025.com, guys.
You just got to go find it.
Yeah. Jimmy knows it. Morning, Heather.
Man, there's a lot of people who apparently are very sure that they know what it is.
A lot of people think they know what it is.
Okay. That went okay, yeah?
Yeah, we're fine. I think.
Except you should have started because you started the call, but that's okay. Mm-mm-mm. Mm.
All right, so today we're going to be talking about the funniest movie that you've ever seen, which we'll find out. The one she watched over the weekend was not really a funny movie.
No, it was not a funny movie
Kind of a
at
sad
all.
movie.
It was sad.
But did you
The
like
ending
it?
sucked.
Oh, I don't. I love dark endings. I think, that's realism at its best, right there.
He finally found her. He came back.
All of that, and then no spoilers, Jen.
I did not see it on the main page. Didn't see what, Sheila?
The hint. Well, then keep looking.
It could even be in a picture.
Could be in a picture. I mean, so many different places that the hints could be hiding. But I will say, by the time we get to the jackpot gets up, like, say, around $1,000, there's going to be so many hints. They'll be just all over the place.
Do you remember where?
Yeah. just help us keep track of those when we do them.
Are you writing it down somewhere?
No, not with one, not yet. But
Well, just so we don't lose them.
yeah, if we get to where it feels like we're going to need more.
Why does Jason call me by my full name? Jason, you don't need to do that. You can just call me Jen.
Because that's probably what it says. Are you logged in as Jennifer?
Oh, Basecamp might have called me that.
Because of your email.
My email's Jen. Oh, okay. I see what we got going on now.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
What do we have going on?
Did you see Jason's message on Basecamp explaining
No,
everything?
I didn't. I'm on this website. Actually, it hasn't sent it to me, so.
So today is going to be insane. So
Yeah.
I work, and then I go straight to my brows appointment.
Your bra appointment.
Brows, eyebrows,
Oh,
eyebrows.
I heard bras.
No, you didn't.
Bras appointment. I'm like, yeah.
And then we've got family night at Beans' school. And then we have cheer tonight for the flag football game. And we're bringing snacks tonight.
Don't you just love days like that? Makes you like,
Mhm.
have kids, they said. They're a treasure, they said.
And then tomorrow it's work. And then Beans has dance for 2 hours and 45 minutes. And the boy has a soccer game. So
Something else for them to do.
actually, Beans wants to do wrestling this year. There's a couple of girls on our cheer squad who do wrestling, and we've been talking about it. And she was like, I think I want to give it a go.
It sure was.
Jeez. No.
Sign her up for karate. That would be a good parent. You don't want to do that. You don't want to be a good parent.
Actually, the boys talked about wanting to do karate.
You need to be very careful which school you sign up for, which one you do.
I'm sure you know the good ones.
Not really, not around here.
Not anymore?
I don't know any good ones. Most of them are kind of like what Tom's son takes. You know, it's sport karate that's a lot of fluff and gets you the idea that, hey, I'm prepared for any situation, so that later when you find out the hard way, you're not. Like, for example, a lot of these, and I totally get it, for liability reasons and insurability, they don't allow punching to the face.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what are you going to do when you get punched in the face?
Mm.
If you don't train for that,
Sure.
you know, so a lot of them, first time they get bam, it totally whole new world, shuts them down.
Mm-hmm.
So no matter how much of this stuff you've trained, without real world applications, it's useless.
I'll just have the boy watch Karate Kid, and then he'll know what to do.
There you go. That's realistic. Yes, that will totally prepare them.
Randy, have you heard of Devil Road out Carthage?
Mm-hmm.
Sheila's asking.
Are you trying to sell it, though, Sheila? Why? No, I have not.
Why do you ask?
Yeah, is there a reason? So, over the weekend, Jen and I went to, we hosted a...
Well, you hosted. I just kind of showed up.
You were there. We hosted a tour of the Joplin Museum for Drury University. My sister brought a group up. So get this. She made them travel over 3 hours. It was either that or take a finals exam.
Not all of them did 3 hours. Some of them did
2.5. I'm like, are you kidding me? How can you justifiably do that?
Her final has got to be brutal.
It must be, because they were all like, yeah, sure, we'll do that. And so they drove to go to the Joplin Museum all that way and met here at like 10:30 in the morning. Well, one of them wasn't here till about 11.
Yeah.
But so we stood around the parking lot waiting on them. But you think 3 hours, that means they had to leave at like 7 a.m.,
Uh-huh.
which means getting up at 6 on a Saturday and then driving 3 hours. You know what gas costs right now?
That was expensive. But still, it's got to be
Holy
better
cow.
than a final.
And then we turn around, not 10, 15 minutes into the museum tour, and my sister's gone. She has left. Now, in her defense, her grandson's wife was having a baby.
Yay!
So she is a great-grandma. My sister
She was
is
anxious to get back.
a great-grandma. That seems crazy.
What does that make you?
A great-uncle. Which I think I already was a great-uncle. I've already had some...
You're a great-great-uncle now?
No, I've been a great-uncle to other.
Oh, okay.
You can be an uncle multiple times and a great-uncle multiple times.
True.
But I think I first the great-uncle, that's not an indicator of age, because I think first became a great-uncle at like 35 or 40.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that big of a thing.
Yeah, but we were done within 45 minutes.
Yeah, it was pretty. I mean, we
Not
didn't
quite an hour.
do as much as, like, say, you and I. Okay, I've moved the back up. Okay, so we filled up the old one. Gotcha. I see the login.
Oh, here we go.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, number 1 for country.
It's Dustin Lynch on KIX. No, don't do that. Sheila says, my son said he saw a black figure on the side of the road. The is an inn, and it is hunted. It's close to Harmony Road.
Yeah, but that could be just your son's issues with him, couldn't it, Sheila?
Megan says, probably Bigfoot or a homeless person.
Yep, I gotcha. The custom sign in, and I'm going to save that in website and apps folder here.
Scooby. I'm still on the fence about what I want to rank this movie.
Really?
Yes.
Were you not a fan?
No, I thought it was great. It was a very, very well done movie, and Renee Zellweger is fantastic. The ending just sucks. It's not a happy ending. Well, sort of. Depending on your perspective, I should say.
Nice. Okay.
The phone's ringing.
Log in there anymore. Thank you so much, Jason. I'm just now getting to see all of that. Hi there, Morning KIX.
Hi, Dustin. How are you? How was your weekend? Did you get to see Alicia?
At the art.
Did you go to an art show?
Did you make some art?
Did you make art?
Put some art up in it?
Oh, you made art. That's cool. Like drew a
Finger
picture?
painting with
Painting?
body paint? What? I'm curious. It could have happened.
Do you want to hear a song today, Dustin?
Boy, we do. We don't want any more thinking about that.
What can we play for you? All right, we'll see if we can get the
Got
fire
it,
song
'cause
on for you,
it
Dustin.
describes the fire he has burning down
Really?
below for.
Have a great
What?
day. We'll talk to you later, Dustin.
So his handler's probably there listening to this call going, I don't think we should let you call them anymore.
Emily says the new house we moved into is haunted.
Your face is.
What's happened, Emily? What's happened?
It makes her comment when you ask for a 4-word topic with like 5 or 2 words. Sorry, Emily. I saw your comment
Randy!
on Thursday or Friday or whenever that was, and I'm like, Emily didn't follow instructions. Now, come on. Emily knows better.
She was being conservative in her word usage. That's it.
We said, ruin a first date in 4 words, wasn't it? Wasn't
Yeah.
that it? And she did 2 words. Like, okay, so she has a couple that she's holding in reserve for later.
10 seconds.
Sorry. I wouldn't say anything if it wasn't Emily. Emily, you want your picture instead of that icon? KIX 102.5, the 4 states, number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 736.
Sunshine with a high of 85 this afternoon. It's 56 in Joplin.
So nobody guessed and won. The secret's out at 7:20, which means your next chance to guess and win. We're adding more money into it. And your next chance to guess and win is at 11:20 with MJ.
And if no one guesses it, then you'll have another chance at 4:20 with Brett.
In the next hour, we're going to be talking about the funniest movie that you've ever seen.
You can call or text to let us know at 623-1025.
But we did not have a funny movie for Jen's assignment for this week's. This is where we assign a different movie to Jen to watch over the weekend because before she came to KIX, she had seen few, if any, movies.
Yeah, I had a real movie deficiency, but every Friday you give me a movie to watch. I watch it on the weekend, come back on Monday, rank it 1 to 10, and let you know what I thought about it.
That deficiency had turned her teeth green, but it's
It had
getting better.
not. That's not true.
It's getting better. So this weekend, we assigned her the movie Cold Mountain.
Which is not a funny movie at all, in fact.
No.
It's a very dramatic, serious movie.
Had Jude Law, Nicole Kidman, Renee
Renee
Zellweger,
Zellweger.
Donald Sutherland, a bunch of others in it. So tell us what you thought about it.
This movie was incredibly intense. It's one of those movies that is very realistic. It's very no holds barred, which makes it a little bit hard to watch at times. I mean, the very beginning with the explosion and then that huge massacre was just gut wrenching.
That bombing where they're digging the tunnel and everything,
Yeah.
that really happened. Really, really, really happened. That is a very true story, and it was very accurately depicted, too. One of the most terrifying scenes to me, though, is when he was staying with that one family in the woods, and they...
and then they set him up, and then the home guard showed up.
Yeah.
So the home guard, is the home guard really, did that really happen during the Civil War?
All over the place. Home guard was where, you'd have community vigilantes pretty much. Now, they went by different names. You had Jayhawkers. You had Quantrill's Raiders. That was a bunch of home guard vigilantes. Bloody Bill Anderson's group. So there was a lot of those.
And in Cold Mountain, of course, Teague was leading the home guard, and he was just a nasty man. And it was interesting seeing his dynamic with Nicole Kidman's character because they were consistently kind of going back and forth, but she would not ever let him quite get the upper hand on her. But I thought Renee Zellweger, out of all the actors and actresses in this movie, she was the one who truly shined. She was incredible. She was funny. She was endearing. I thought she brought a lot to the movie. But the ending of the movie, Randy,
don't give it away.
Oh, my God.
No spoilers, Jen.
I was not expecting that.
I know.
I was like, how? So many emotions. So on a scale of 1 to 10, and I'm trying not to be biased with the ending in mind, it really is a good movie. I'm going to give it a 9.5.
Wow.
It is so good.
I didn't expect that high of a score, but I knew she'd like it.
Yeah, so if you're looking for a movie to watch, go watch Cold Mountain. It's really good. Not one for the kids, though, but
definitely
it's fantastic.
Not for the kids, yeah. And get ready because Halloween's right around the corner. We're getting ready for our scariest movies ever.
Great. I'm so excited for the next gen's movie Rehab.
On the 4 states, #1 for country.
KIX 102.5. Our buddy Forrest Staunchill brokered.
Now, the next one won't be a Halloween movie.
Oh, thank goodness.
We're starting those the week after, though.
Great.
I've got another good one that I think you're really, really, really going to like, and that I think you'll be able to. I think you can let the kids watch. You might want to parent guide it for them first.
Okay.
But I think the next movie will be.
Am I going to enjoy the ending more?
Yeah, it's a happy ending. It's a good one. It's hilarious. One of the funny movies.
Oh, so it's a comedy.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to do that and get that out of the way because October we are going to destroy your soul.
Why?
Because it's Halloween.
Doesn't mean you have to destroy
Like
my
that
soul.
face right there.
Thanks.
Yeah, we are going to. Last year we took it very easy on her over Halloween.
Thank you, which was great.
I don't think we even gave her a movie that actually scared her.
It was Friday the 13th, The Shining,
None
Silence
of those.
of the Lambs.
Yeah, none of those scared you.
No, not really.
So my objective this year is to terrify her.
Why?
To scare her. But I think there's only maybe 1 or 2 cases where I will do it when I look back over the movies. I think I will disturb her.
Great.
I've already done that like once a
Every
week.
day, all the time. Yeah.
So
What's new there?
I really am tempted to swap out 1 or 2 of the movies. One of the group of movies that I'm including is just because they're good.
Are they scary?
I'm trying to cover a whole bunch of bases. So I want the gore factor. I want the terror factor. I want the suspense factor.
I don't want to watch Silence Hill.
Silent Hill?
I started watching it and I never finished it because it was I couldn't do it.
Why? What was
It
about
was scary. It was gory. It was By the time the pyramid head guy ripped the skin off that lady, I was like, nope, I'm out.
I just didn't think
out.
it was that scary.
Oh my gosh, I
never
hated
thought
it.
Silent
Hated
Hill.
it.
I like the game.
Oh
the
gosh.
video game where that guy he comes after you in the game.
Oh my gosh, it makes my stomach churn just thinking about it.
Oh, I should have known that. Let me
No,
write this down.
no, Randy, stop it.
What? This is the goal, is to have you. I tell you what, you can come over and we'll watch it at my house, and I will help you get through it. I've got that surround sound too.
Which is gonna make it worse.
That goes all the way around.
I'm gonna sit on your couch and cry.
Grow up, Jen.
That movie just I can't.
I think
can't.
the ones that we have for you are much worse.
Really?
Much
Worse than a lady getting her skin ripped off?
Yeah. Now, I'm not
That was-
trying
oh
to
my-
be purposefully gory. I will say that. So I thought about doing Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which has people. I mean, you literally see a guy get his arm cut off with a chainsaw. To me, that's shock factor, and I'm not really interested in that so much.
Emily says The Exorcism.
The exorcism of what? The exorcism of Emily Rose or the Exorcist?
Of Emily Rose, she says, yeah. Morning, Sarah.
I love the movie Exorcism of Emily Rose, and it's loosely.
Is that the one where the girl turns her head all the way around and
No.
shoots the pea soup?
No, that's Exorcist.
Oh, okay.
The Exorcism of Emily Rose was a much more recent movie. I'd say in the last, 15, 16 years it's been made. And it involves the girl. She was on the series about the serial killer. Starts with a D. I can't think of its name. He was on Showtime. Dang. Irrelevant. What was the other lady? Anyway, it's a pretty decent movie. I think they do a good job of telling that story. I think it's tragic, and it's got just enough scary parts without being horrifically gory. It's not gory.
Great.
It's scary. But I don't think that's going to be one of the ones we do this year. I think that one we may do around Easter or Christmas or something.
What? Don't give that movie to me at Christmas. Are you serious? No, that's a terrible idea. We would watch Cold Mountain, then the movie The Others with Cold. What's The Others? I don't know that one. Is it another scary one? Oh. Not for Easter. Why? You got bullied in school. Oh, because of your name, Emily? See, I like Nicole Kidman in this movie so much more than Far and Away. I thought she was so much better in this movie than that one. And I know she's a great actress, too, because I've seen her in Moulin Rouge was another one that she was fantastic in. It's been a bit since I've watched it, but it was good. If it's scary like Friday the 13th, then I can do that. I liked Friday the 13th.
So, you saying you quit watching Silent Hill because it was too scary worries me. That you won't finish one of our movie assignments. But you have to, because the point of this is not for you to see the movie. The point of it is for you to have the same experiences that the rest of our audience in general have had, including me, so that you can have a point of relevance. You know, we all went through the terrors of some of these movies too, and that helped create the damaged reality that we live in now. We want you to exist there too.
In the damaged reality.
Yeah.
Why do you want my reality to be damaged?
Well, ours is. Yours can be too.
Why does it have to be?
It'd make you the same jaded, backhanded history that we live in.
I watched Cold Mountain, Sarah, which, by the way, Nicole Kidman was much better in Cold Mountain than Far and Away. I thought it was a much better movie.
Yeah, she was.
And it was interesting, the similarity in the endings, except Far and Away had the weird magic thing happen, but
Yeah, I don't know what that was all about.
I don't know what that was. It felt very out of left field.
Yeah, this was a much more realistic ending. I love the ending. She sees him, keeps seeing him, coming in her dream. When her dream
In the well is when she
in
first.
the well. That's
Yeah.
right. I could not figure out what that meant.
Mm-hmm.
No, the horrible part I was talking about was when they're staying, Giovanni Ribisi and his bunch. The sisters.
Yeah.
I was like, oh!
I called it, though. I was like, oh, Kyle, something's going to happen. There's no way.
So when you play Red Dead Redemption, they have a scene that is very much like that in that. He goes to his family, come on in, have dinner and everything. And then they get him drugged and take advantage of him.
So, yeah, it was, that part was really, I mean, I thought the Reverend was pretty funny in his own little way. He was quirky.
Yeah.
You know? Good morning, Becky. Morning, Harry. He says, get back to work.
You get back to work. Get your face back.
Get your face back, your mom's face back to work.
It should be working.
Okay. The group texts have started for me now this morning.
Just amazing how prolific they can be.
Well, some people, it's not 8 o'clock yet. Most people are not at work yet. We are just some of the fortunate ones. Here we go, Randy. 10 seconds.
Since they aren't, everybody else must not be either. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Sunshine with highs in the mid-80s this afternoon. It's 56 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the 4 states news and weather in just 11 minutes.
Plus, in the next hour, we want to know what is the funniest movie that you have ever seen?
623-1025 to tell us. Also, congratulations, by the way, to our KC Getaway winner.
Yes, a big congratulations to Holly Ball from Joplin. So she won our huge KC Getaway giveaway that we were doing on the KIX website. Our prize worth over $600.
And that's that kind of end of summer last chance to getaway deal, and she's the winner of all of that. So congratulations to Holly. And if you know her, make sure and come up to her and say, hey, congratulations on winning that. Can I go with you?
You know, because this is one of those things that's like, here it is, the end of summer. We are welcoming in fall. We have the return of football, the cooler weather. We have the corn mazes, the pumpkin patches.
You realize the actual first day of fall is this Saturday.
Oh, it's already fall. You know, it's okay. Pumpkin spice is back.
It's supposed to be 87 tomorrow.
I don't want to talk about that. Let's go back to talking about pumpkins and, you know, corn mazes and things like that. That's the one thing I'm looking forward to. We haven't done the corn mazes and the pumpkin patch yet, but it's on my list.
Speaking of corn mazes, you got to be really careful which ones you go to. You know, as we've told you in the past, some of them are not as reputable as they may seem.
Are there some sketchy ones around here?
Yeah, there's definitely some sketchy ones. So we try to do our best to go check these out for you in advance. And we checked out one over the weekend that we really don't recommend. Listen to this.
On down to the Monsanto genetically modified corn maze. Acres and acres of hormone-enriched, drought-resistant, element-impervious, giant mutant fun. Make a new friend at the giant insect petting zoo. Mind the grasshoppers, they bite. The genetically modified corn maze, located next to the big solar farm. Just follow the trail of fried birds.
Not recommended for pregnant or nursing women. Side effects may include rash, hair loss, organ swelling, boils, cankers, polydactylism, and male breast enlargement.
Hey kids, be sure to stay on the path now. If you don't, it makes the corn angry.
What's polydactylism?
I don't know.
I'm afraid to look that up.
Make sure. Ours do this thing. I say the article about my house was also built in 1919. So who knows what else has happened here. The basement has a weird makeshift room. It's super creepy. Oh, I love creepy articles. The others. Grace, the devoutly religious mother of Anne, and Nicholas moves her family to the English coast during World War II. She awaits word on her missing husband while protecting her children from a rare photosensitivity disease that causes the sun to harm them. And claims she sees ghosts. Grace initially thinks the news.
That's where you have extra fingers and extra toes.
Interesting.
Megan. That's polydactylism. Poly meaning many, dactyl meaning digits.
Doesn't seem too scary.
So polydactylism is multiple fingers and toes. There's a picture of a woman on here with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 toes on each foot.
Wow.
You can tell it's twin absorption is what it is.
Did you send it to my Facebook page or did you? Good morning, Romelda.
What'd she say?
Morning, Tabitha. Did you send it to my Facebook page or the KIX page? Because I'm not seeing it. Tabitha says Jen needs to watch Walk Like a Man. What is that one?
Does she? Yeah, what is that? And why? Why does she need to watch it?
Kathy says, my house was built in 1914, and I have seen more than a few shadows, but our first likes to play pranks. Oh, that's so creepy.
Now, this is a different topic that we will do on Halloween itself. We will talk about,
Like you're running with the supernatural?
yeah, your actual ghost stories.
Ugh.
If you've seen ghosts, heard ghosts, experienced ghosts, we'll talk about that on Halloween.
Maybe it just hasn't sent yet. I haven't gotten it yet, but I'll keep an eye out for it. Oh, Harry says that was for Jerry, not for you.
Oh,
Tabitha says it's an older movie, very funny. I feel like I've heard of it before.
I don't. Is it?
Walk like a
Man, yeah, it
Man.
sounds familiar, but I don't know that it necessarily qualifies as, say, a must-see or.
This guy's posing with a bunch of dogs. Oh, is that Howie Mandel? With lots of hair?
Yeah, it had a lot of hair.
Oh my gosh. Look at him.
So some of his old stand-up comedy used to be really, really good.
Really?
Yeah. Oh my, he had really good stand-up. Very adult-oriented stand-up, but yeah.
Oh my gosh, this woman is touching him. You don't touch Howie Mandel. Where did you guys go? When?
What are you talking about? For what?
He says, guys gets raised by wolves.
Huh?
For Walk Like a Man, Howie Mandel, I guess, got raised by wolves. Interesting.
Yeah, I don't necessarily think that qualifies for our criteria.
I'm intrigued, though. I am
You
intrigued.
go watch it, but I don't think that's going to meet the criteria for Jen's movie rehab.
We're right here. Do you not see us anymore, Dorinda?
What are you talking about?
Oh, Dorinda said her video went black. I think it's just
I think that's on your end,
Your end.
Dorinda. Try refreshing or maybe clearing your cache.
morning again, Romelda. I don't know what's going on.
Working on our end
Mm-hmm.
and on our apps and browser.
I lost the thing. There it is. Megan said it buffered for a second. Hmm. I went out and came back, had no sound either. Earlier, it kicked me off. Weird. Is anyone else having issues like that?
Well, there's so many things that could affect that. I mean, it could be
Mhm.
your internet speed or
Just your signal leaving?
if it was doing it consistently across the board, like including to hours, I could see it being a thing, but it's not.
It's almost 8 o'clock already.
So, talking about funniest movies, I think Blazing Saddles is probably my funniest.
Blazing Saddles is great.
That's the thing. We've seen most of my funniest. Caddyshack, National Lampoon's Vacation,
Monty Python, Holy Grail.
Python, Holy Grail. So we've kind of prioritized the funny movies for
Which,
Jen's movie rehab.
Thank you for that. I like the funny movies. Blazing Saddles, though. That was quality.
That's the best, yeah. So I've been watching, this weekend we really got into it. I tried watching this show last year and could not get into it. So it's the the series Foundation on Apple TV, which is now in its 3rd or 4th season.
Right.
And it's based on an Isaac Asimov story, which I am not a fan of his writing. He's too sciencey and too out there.
Mm-hmm.
But I decided it's getting such rave reviews, and it's the #1 show on Apple TV. And I'm like, why can't I watch it? We tried watching over a year ago, and we got about 20, 30 minutes into an episode, and I'm like, I can't. And we stopped.
Right.
So we came back to it over the weekend. I'm like, let's just push through the first episode and see how we feel. But if it's at all tolerable, let's do 2. By the 3rd, we were hooked. And I think we watched like 6 or 7 episodes.
Wow.
And it is a very complex story. You just have to give it time to develop its backstory and its characters. But once you do, it is really, really, really good.
Yeah? Worth the hype?
Yeah. It's kind of a Star Wars story in a different universe with a different bunch, and it's just different. It's kind of like crossing between Dune and Star Wars.
Okay.
If you took and threw those 2 in a pot, this is, I feel like, what you'd get.
I often throw Star Wars and Dune in pots together.
What does this need? Little Dune? No, Star Wars. Give me some Empire Strikes Back. Oh, that ruined it.
Oh, no. Jason says, Blazing Saddles is great. I can play the theme song on my harmonica.
He rode a blazing
That's awesome,
saddle.
Jason. Ooh, Rebelda sent me a picture.
Also, over the weekend, I listed my guitars for sale. So if anybody is interested in buying, I've got 2 that I put up on Reverb.com. So Reverb.com is kind of a Amazon. No, it's not even Amazon. It's almost like eBay, except nobody bids on that. It's almost like an eBay for musicians. You can buy almost anything you can imagine musically related on Reverb. And I bought a lot of equipment on there, and I've sold some too, but I finally got my guitars listed. This meant we had to do a photo shoot for my guitars, which does not sound strange to me at all. But it is kind of strange. So we did a lot more pictures, I noticed, for the Cabernita than we did for the Barry X guitar.
Right. Which one did you do first?
Did the Cabernita first, and then we tried in the backyard. So one of the reasons I specifically wanted to do this was I knew it was supposed to be cloudy Saturday. In fact, there was a chance of rain for a little while.
Right.
And then the sun came out and made it really, really difficult. So here's my pictures that I ended up doing. There's the Cabernita.
I think they turned out pretty good. Yeah.
So that guitar is listed right now for $6,300.
And you also can't tell, but that sheet had stripes on it.
Yeah. So I cleaned all that up and got rid of a lot of the inaccuracies in the original photos. Here's another.
Megan says, did you post your shorts for sale too?
Shut up, Megan. I threw them
All right,
away.
here we go. 10 seconds. Sunshine, highs in the mid-80s this afternoon. We'll see clear skies with lows in the mid-60s tonight. A slim chance of storms tomorrow afternoon with highs in the mid-80s. Could still storm on Wednesday, a little cooler as well with highs in the mid-70s.
KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar isn't showing anything but a few clouds over the 4 states.
54 in Monette, 53 in Pittsburgh, 58 in Joplin. To get signed up for severe weather alerts, site of the KIX app.
So we're talking today about the funniest movie that you've ever seen.
And I'm so excited. Thanks to Jen's movie Rehab, I actually can contribute something to this conversation this
And
time.
participate. She's like, oh, I've seen that one. I've seen that one. And I'm like, get over it already. So,
Thanks. I'm excited about it. Blazing Saddles. I'm like, yes, that one is the first one that comes to mind. It's
absolutely.
the funniest movie
That's gotta
for sure.
be my funniest all-time movie of all. But we want to know, what's your funniest movie of all?
623-1025 to text or call us.
Here's Carrie Underwood.
On the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5. So here is the Variax, which is the computer guitar. It's the one that has the modeling in it. It can sound like a banjo, an acoustic guitar, a sitar, a big box jazz guitar, or a Strat or a Tele or whatever.
Dorinda says, didn't you just get the Cabernito?
Cabernita? No, I've had it about 4 years. I think I've had it. Hi there, Morning Kicks.
Good. How are you
Good.
doing?
What's your funniest movie that you've ever seen?
I love Multiplicity with Michael Keaton.
Multiplicity. Say that again.
Multiplicity.
So Jen's never.
He gets cloned 3 times, and the third one was a clone of a clone, and he does an amazing job with making that guy just. Oh, it was a funny movie.
It really helps you realize just what a great actor Michael Keaton is, because he portrays all these different versions of himself.
Oh, he did all of them?
All of them.
Yeah.
And when they start cloning the clones, then it's kind of like making a copy of a copy, and
Right.
the pattern breaks down.
And it's not as sharp. It was hilarious. You gotta watch it. It's a good movie.
That's a good
All
one
right,
we ought
yeah.
to put on the list.
When did
Thanks,
that one
ma'am.
come out?
Was that in the 80s?
Michael Keaton. Why do I know that name?
Because he's one of the greatest actors of all time.
Was he in Beetlejuice?
Yes, he was.
Okay, he was that guy. He was that guy.
You might ought to put that on there. I don't know if it's the funniest I've ever seen, but I remember laughing my butt off, especially. Let's show you a little bit.
Multiplicity.
See if we can show you just a little piece of this.
I mean, that's a pretty big testament to his acting to be able to pull off so many different versions like that.
And he was all about that, too, at that time. He was all the...
Romelda says, Randy, you in the doghouse, or you just need more guitars?
No, actually, the reason I'm selling it is because I've realized one of the shortcomings on this guitar, which I love this guitar, okay? Don't get me wrong. I love the way it sounds. I love the way it plays. I love the way it looks. But, unfortunately, and let me go back. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. There is the cutout on this guitar is too difficult to work around. Not too difficult. I do. So if I can get a close-up of the body. Here we go. So this part right here. What they've done is they took a Jazzmaster body and they turned it upside down. So you see this part right here. Oh, goodness. That confused it. So that part right there gets in the way when I try to get up on the high parts of the neck and play. They have another version of this guitar based on a Telecaster that if I can sell this one, I'm going to immediately buy. And it looks almost identical to that guitar, except that you'll notice that there is a cutout here. That will make it very easy to reach those upper frets. Same guitar, except for the shape of the body. And it's about $2,000 cheaper than mine. So I could save a little money, make some money on the sell if I can sell it. The first thing is I got to find a buyer.
That's from Romelda. She wanted me to show that to you. That's her granddaughter.
Nice rack. That didn't sound right at all.
No.
Nice rack on that. We're looking at a deer.
A deer, yes. It's a big old deer.
Okay, come here. So this is one of his clones. You got to remember these. It heard me talking about reverb, and now it's showing me ads for reverb. One of his clones. You got to remember he's playing all these. Yeah. Where's the scene with all of them? Is this really funniest scene? Okay, let's see if we can do better than that. Okay, this is when he met number 4. So he had them numbered. One of them was real surly. One of them was a ladies' man.
Yeah, I can see you're having a smoke. What the hell for? What's to you? What's to me? I spent $1,000 to quit, remember? That's what it is.
This was all new technology that allowed them to do this too. So well.
What am I gonna do about it? I'll hit you so hard, I'll kill him. Guys, come on, guys. Maybe we gotta sit down.
This one's the touchy-feely one.
Both feeling a lot of anger here, and I'm just afraid, like 2 lions or something. Shut up. Where's your aspirin? So let's abrasive on the stomach. It's in the kitchen, above the cabinet. Yeah, you'll find it. Guys, look at this place, a mess. I can't even leave it alone for a minute.
And that's the sloppy one. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Sunshine with highs in the mid-80s this afternoon. It's 58 in Joplin.
And we're talking about the funniest movie that you've ever seen.
You can call or text to let us know at 623-1025.
Or you can tell us on Facebook, what's the funniest movie that you've ever seen?
Here's Dylan Scott.
On the 4 states, number 1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
So anyway, you get the idea of it.
Yeah.
I don't know that it would qualify as funniest.
It's on the list, though.
It was neat. It was good. But funniest? I don't know about that.
Yeah, so we can't hear you. Can't hear words you're saying.
What? What?
They couldn't hear you when you left the mic.
Oh.
Dorinda says, it seems like not long ago. I remember when you got it.
Yeah. It's been about 3 years. But in that time, I've realized I wish I'd gotten the tele version of this guitar. I bought it kind of because at that time, I really wanted what's called an offset body, which that kind of body style is called an offset body. And then I got it, and I'm like, well, this kind of gets in the way here, and I really wish I like teles.
Right.
So I wish I had something a little more practical. I really wish I had the strap version of it, but that does not. There is one. There are some. They made 30 of them, but they are owned by private owners who are not willing to sell them anywhere in the world. So, nope, can't find that.
Megan says we were drinking then too.
Yes, you must drink. So that sales site will show me how many people are watching it or how many people have viewed it, and some of the ones they can save it in their list of favorites to see. So the Cabernita's got about 6 or 8 that have favorited it. Favorited it. The Variax only has a couple. But it's also a little bit of a scam on that site because you can pay to make it more visible.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have done that for the Cabernita, but not for the Variax. So it's understandable that it would have gotten more response.
So we just watched the episode last night in Lost where
Oh, yeah.
they think that Sawyer has the medicine, the girl's inhalers, which he does not. And Saeed goes to take a walkabout, I guess. He goes to trace the island.
Actually, he does have. Well, no, she lost her inhaler, but he does have some of the medicines. He has kind of hoarded a bunch.
He's hoarded a bunch of stuff.
So they are at the cave, at the place.
Yep.
So the bodies that they found in there,
Mm-hmm. Adam and Eve, as they called them.
that's
Don't-
very. I'm not saying a thing, but that's very important. Those corpses are very important to the story.
Okay.
They found these skeletons there that have been there a long time.
Right.
And eventually you're going to find out who they are. That's going to come back in the final season, I will say. Not giving away anything here because they'll revisit that, but I will say that's very important.
Have a great day, Romelda. Okay.
They won't mention it again, I don't think.
Are we going to find out who hit Saeed in the back of the head?
I can't remember. I'm trying to recall who hit Saeed.
And also, why are they trying to push together Michael and the Korean woman? They're trying so hard.
They're not. There's, what's his name? Her husband's name?
I don't remember. Grouchy Pants.
Yeah. So he and her, their story is the saddest story.
It is sad.
But it's also one of the most touching stories. So right now, and they're barely touching what's happened to bring them to where they are.
Mm-hmm.
You'll hear more of that. You'll find out more of that. But the way that they work through a lot of these issues that they have brought with them to the island is very touching. But then it's also one of the saddest stories.
Okay.
Have they talked? Have they had an encounter with the others yet?
No.
Okay, then I'm not going to even touch that.
Well, now I know there are others. Yes, the Chiefs won. They beat the Jaguars, which MJ's not going to be thrilled about. He's a big Jaguars fan.
Jaguars.
I'm glad they won. I did not want them to kick off the season on a losing streak. Oh. Where am I going? Here we go, Seg.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Wanting to know what's the funniest movie you've ever seen?
623-1025 is Morgan Wallen.
On KIX.
Post.
We're probably the only ones who care about that.
Oh, absolutely.
Scooby Dooby Doo.
No.
Scooby.
No.
Scooby Doo.
Stop it. Burn it, burn it, burn it, burn it, burn it, burn it, burn it.
Zoo-ba-ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, and Beans also has her cheer pictures tonight.
Man, add a few more things, Jen.
What time is she doing that? Let's see. Her pictures are at 6:35. So after we watched Cold Mountain, we watched Dale and Tucker versus Evil. Have you seen that one?
No. I'm trying to think if I've heard of that one. What's that on?
So it's about it was on Freebie.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen
It was actually really funny.
Really?
So it's about these self-proclaimed rednecks who pass some college kids who are heading out their way to go camping. And one of the guys tries to talk to one of the girls he thinks is cute. And they just think that these rednecks are being creepy. And so it turns into this complete misunderstanding where they think the rednecks are trying to kill them. And they wind up killing themselves.
I just thought of a movie. Boy.
Here we go. 5 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 817.
Sunshine and 85 this afternoon is 58 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast in just 4 minutes, tell you what it's going to be like for the week.
But we're talking about the funniest movie that you have ever seen.
623-1025. Want to know, what do you think is the absolute most side-splitting, funniest movie ever?
I think Caddyshack.
So what makes it so good for you?
I don't know. It's just the whole idea of it.
I'm curious. I can't remember what you rated Caddyshack when you watched it.
I think it was like a 7.5 or an 8. Like it was
Really?
good, but it wasn't the funniest of the funny movies that I've watched so far.
What do you think is the absolute funniest movie you've ever seen?
I'm going to have to go old school and say some Blazing Saddles.
He rode a blazing saddle. That has got to be one of my favorites.
There's so many parts in that show that just makes my belly hurt. Especially sitting around the campfire eating the beans. Well, here's some good beans, boss. No, you guys had enough of them. This little off-the-wall random comic like that.
Telegram from Mungo.
I love that. Or the big dance number at the end.
Oh,
So
gee,
funny.
Bart.
What do you think is the funniest movie?
The movie Tammy.
Oh, yeah, with Melissa McCarthy and Susan Sarandon.
Yes, when she's on the jet ski.
Favorite scene of the whole movie.
So good.
I know. The whole entire movie, you just laugh and laugh and laugh. But that woman is incredibly funny. You could go to lunch with her, and you would just laugh the whole way through it, I would bet.
I feel like you'd end up peeing at the table. That would
Probably.
not be good.
Melissa
Yeah.
McCarthy would do that for you.
What do you think is the absolute funniest movie you've ever seen?
623-1025 to call or text us.
It's the 4 states #1 for country. I'm having second thoughts about the movie that I have assigned for you
Are you?
for October. Yeah. There is a Cabin in the Woods is such a good movie because it's such a good story, number one. I didn't watch it for a long time because I thought it looked stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And when I finally watched it, I was blown away by this movie. I'm like, holy cow, what a great story. And the way they did it. It's almost like, what's the name of the guy who does the horror stories? Think of it. Hi there, Morning KIX. What's the funniest movie that you've ever seen?
Yes, that one is so
Such
good.
Bloody English Kniggets. Thanks for calling. Thank you. I can't even think of one of his movies. Hush.
Yes, he's the what's his name? Oh my gosh, don't say anything. I'm gonna get it.
So it reminds me of one of his stories.
No, he didn't do Hush. That was Mike Flanagan.
Was it? I can't think of his name. I can't think of any of his movies right offhand.
Not Jennings. Yes.
No.
No.
What was the name of the one movie where they had the other people were taking over their...
Yes, I thought it's you or Douglas or no. Larisha says liar, liar. No. She's saying that it's a funny movie.
Oh,
It is a
funny movie. That is a funny movie. I don't know if it qualifies.
Is it Nope?
Nope. Was
Jordan
one.
Peele.
Jordan Peele. So it
Jeez.
reminds me of a Jordan Peele movie, this one, because it parodies so many other horror movies. It would kind of cover so much of the horror genre.
Okay, cool.
But it is still scary, and it is still horrific, and the ending is just mind-blowing. Man.
Cabin in the Woods?
Yeah.
So it's not funny.
No, gosh, no. I'm thinking ahead to
When
Halloween.
I think of Peele though, I think of like Key and Peele sketches and stuff.
Right, sure. But his horror movies are not. They are horrific. This is not a Jordan Peele movie. It
Oh,
just
okay.
it reminds me of one. the way his stories get really deep. Yeah, do not watch a Jordan Peele horror movie, thinking that it's going to be funny. There is nothing funny about his movies at all. He's really, really good. He started doing these horror movie things about, 6, 7 years ago, maybe a little longer. And ever since then, he's recognized this is where his strength is. And he's quit with the comedy stuff. And yeah, his horror movies. The last one that he had about the aliens was not that great. But it did have some moments.
I'm not sure that I've seen any of those. Megan says the Friday movies are funny if you like that kind of humor.
The what movies?
She said the Friday movies.
Friday movies?
Like Friday the 13th. I liked that one.
That's not a comedy. You think that's a comedy? What?
Sweet Home Alabama. That's a great movie.
Not really a comedy, I wouldn't think.
Megan thought it was pretty funny.
It's more of a rom-com.
For sure. Oh, Emily says Friday with Ice Cube.
Oh.
Okay.
I didn't care for those. I think that's more of a genre type movie, or it's funny to certain cultures. I'm not it may be more relatable because it's a very, very black film. Yeah, but I just don't think, when I think of the funniest movie, that's not what comes to mind.
Sarah says, I refuse to watch horror movies, hate scary stuff.
Well, you're going to have to for Jen's movie rehab. And if you want to be on board with the rest of us, with all these, which of course you do.
You don't have to. You don't have to watch them, Sarah. It's fine.
And there's got to be some dark aspect.
No.
Yeah.
She doesn't have to watch them if she doesn't want to.
So, yeah, all through October, your kids will not be able to watch any of the movies.
Oh, they always ask about it, too.
No, Randy's made me watch a very scary one. So I can go ahead and tell you what we're assigning.
No, don't tell me.
Okay.
Emily says The Longest Yard.
That's a good movie, but funniest?
What is that one?
I'm trying to remember what it was about.
Adam Sandler?
Yeah. And that's another thing. Adam Sandler's type of humor, some of them are okay, but for the most part, a lot of them, like his characters, they all sound the same. Just, I don't get it. I've never clicked really with his sense of humor.
I don't mind Adam Sandler.
I don't mind him. His new movie is really, really popular, even though he's not a star in it. It's his daughters that are starring in it.
What movie?
I'm not inviting you to my bat mitzvah. It is the #1 movie on Netflix, and he's not even the star. He's just a supporting actor in it. But he did write and produce it and direct it. And it's his daughters, his 2 daughters that are in it.
I didn't know that they acted.
I think this is their debut. Definitely in a starring role. It's their debut.
You are so not invited to my bat mitzvah.
Yeah, that's it. I haven't watched it because
Wow, his whole family's in this movie.
Yeah, it really seems like a teen type movie, and I watched the trailer for it because I'm like, everybody is liking this movie.
Huh. It's got a 3 out of 5 rating on Google.
On Google. That's also doesn't surprise me, too, that there's a little bit of a slanted bias there because Google, Netflix, they're not friends.
It's got a 6 out of 10 on IMDb. 81% of users, though, like the movie.
Well, see?
Usually, his wife's in his movie. I didn't know that. How many movies has she been in with him?
She's been in multiple movies with him. I've seen her many times. I can't remember her name, but
She was in Just Go With It, Big Daddy.
yeah, a lot of his movies. he's
Wrong
had
Missy,
her in.
Murder Mystery, Grown Ups 2, Blended.
Can
Wow.
Can you say nepotism?
50 First Dates, Grown Ups. She's been in a ton of his movies.
And he does this for his friends too. A lot of, I feel like Adam Sandler compatriots would not have careers if it was not for him.
Mm-hmm.
So good guy to know.
You want to pull up the chat a little bit? We've got some more space up there.
There we go.
There.
Oh, that's The Longest Yard.
Yeah.
Who was in that? I know I've seen it.
Adam Sandler.
What was it?
He's in The Longest Yard.
Yeah. Who else was with him in that? Who was the supporting actor?
I had it right here. There it is. Burt Reynolds, Chris Rock,
That's right. Burt
Ed Lauder, Terry Crews, Bill Goldberg, Nelly, Steve Austin, Peter Segal, Michael Papajohn.
Papa John.
Lauren Sanchez. Like Amazon guys, Lauren Sanchez?
Yeah.
Yes, it is her. She was in that movie. The more you know.
The more you know.
Ah, Big Boy was in this movie.
All these prison guys they have playing football.
Yeah, Nelly, Michael Irvin. Bum, bum. We have a puppies for sale ad right next to the KIX streaming video on the website today.
Oh, I was like, we're running ads for puppies
No.
for sale?
It is melting my heart. It's a French bulldog with the big ears,
Doing it.
and he's got the pretty little spots on his coat.
Took Bella for a walk down at Cunningham Park, at Mercy Park yesterday evening, and somebody black pit bull lab mix was running around loose just all over the place. Was down there the entire time we were down there, so who knows how long he'd been loose.
Mm-hmm.
But just trying to go up, and make friends with everybody. Thing is, Bella does not do well with other dogs, so when he'd come around, I'd block him. Wouldn't let him. He'd look at me, and I'd go, "Kst," and he'd take off and run. And normally I can leave Bella off her leash, but when another dog comes around, then I put her back on the leash because I know I can control her. I can't control the other dogs.
Right. Sarah says Longest Yard was actually a remake. Burt Reynolds starred in the original.
That's right. That's
okay.
right. That's right. That's right. See, we're learning stuff.
The more you know. Megan says, since when do y'all have puppies? We have an app for them on the websites. They're adorable looking. And they have the little short little snouch. Kyle won't let us get another dog.
Well, understandably. Just it would get nasty after a while, I would think.
I want a small farm of dogs. I want a whole pack.
Don't you have to get a small farm first?
Shh. Semantics.
I love semantics. Give me some good old semantics.
We need a bigger bed, too.
That's what I hear.
Get it.
All right.
Okay, Matthew McConaughey, step outside. All right. Wasn't he going to run for Texas governor at some point?
Yes, but he said that multiple times. He's full of crap.
We got a seg coming up in 25 seconds. $13.
Oh, my, oh, my. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Wanting to know what is the funniest movie you've ever seen?
623-1025 to text or tell us.
Here's Sam Hunt.
On KIX. I've got a couple of seg calls here that are short, brief enough, but this one's 6 seconds. And this one is 16 seconds. So if we get the chance to use them.
Okay. You're 3 over 11 right now. Doggy dementia's a thing. Oh, is it really? I would love to rescue senior dogs. They are so neglected in shelters.
Would you have a cape?
Yes.
So
Actually, probably not, because capes can be really dangerous, according to The Incredibles, and they can suck you into airplane jets and things.
that is true. That is true. How many times? 3. Have you seen it happen?
Or you get twisted up and it accidentally chokes you, or it flies in your face. So no cape. I changed my mind. What kind of dogs do you have?
Chili dogs.
Chili dogs. Actually, that sounds good. Chili dog.
Oh, not that.
Mm-mm.
We went and ate at Old Chicago Pizza again over the weekend. Gina's family was in. And, man, the rest of the day I just suffered.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm eating too much of that kind of food.
We've talked about doing doggy hospice once ours are gone. Yeah. Do you follow? There is a senior sanctuary for dogs on Facebook that has the most just like wholesome posts. I can't remember what they're called. But I think that'd be a super sweet thing to do. $25 seconds.
25 seconds.
Morning, Wade's RV.
Morning, guys.
We're getting a lot of people saying Adam Sandler movies are their favorites. Billy Madison, Grown Ups 1 and 2. Another one for Blazing
Billy
Saddles.
Madison had its moments, I will say that.
Here we go. 1 second.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states. Number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 837.
Sunshine with highs in the mid-80s this afternoon. It's 58 in Joplin.
We'll give you a look at the forecast in the next hour, plus Morning KIX Takeover's getting ready to start in just 15 minutes.
Go on the KIX app and vote for the songs that you want us to play back for you.
But we're talking about the funniest movie that you've ever seen.
You can call or text or let us know at 623-1025.
Or tell us on Facebook.
What's the funniest movie that you've ever seen?
Clarence the Cross-Eyed Lion.
Huh?
Wait, what?
It's about a cross-eyed lion, really, in Africa. It's from the 60s.
Yeah, you probably got that one on VHS, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, is it an actual lion or a cartoon
No,
lion?
it's a real.
Is it a real story? There was
Real.
a cross-eyed lion running around?
know
or-
if it's a true story. I remember having seen, excerpts from it. And
Right,
stuff, but
yeah.
I've never seen the actual movie, I don't think. What's the funniest movie you've ever seen?
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Oh, classic. You've seen that one, haven't you, Jen?
Nope.
No, you've never. What?
Never.
I could watch it over and over and over again.
Wait a minute. We assigned that to you last year.
Did you?
Yeah. Have you forgotten that movie?
Oh, no. It's the one with, the thing is full, Clark.
Yes,
Okay, I
that's
remember
the
now.
one.
Okay, took me a second.
Very well put, too. What's the funniest movie you've ever seen?
Wanderlust. It's about a newly married couple that go on a honeymoon. Things go wrong, and they wreck their car and stumble upon a nudist community.
With Jennifer Aniston and Paul Rudd.
Yeah, and a nudist community makes anything funny.
It's hilarious.
Especially nudist community.
What's the funniest movie you've ever seen?
Drop Dead Fred.
I don't even know what that movie is.
It's probably early 90s movie with the British guy as one of the main actors, but it's hilarious.
I've seen it. I've seen it a couple of times, and that was about 2 times too many.
What's it about?
This guy, is he a guy? He's a guy, right? Real guy.
He's the guy, real guy.
Or is he an imaginary friend? I think he's this girl's imaginary friend.
Oh, interesting.
And she kills him off or brings him
Oh,
back
no.
or something.
You
Yeah.
can't do that to your imaginary friend.
Well, if you do, it needs to be brutal, and that's not so funny. So.
What is the funniest movie that you've ever seen?
623-1025 to text or tell us.
Or tell us on Facebook.
It's the 4 states number 1 for country.
KIX 102.5. My oldest is a Boston Terrier, Dallas. Peaches is a Corgi Red Heeler. Oh, I bet Peaches is beautiful. Duke is a Heinz 57. Milo the Pug. Flower's a mixed doggy, too. They're all 3 feet and under. There's a whittle.
Well, that's not. They just limp around then?
No.
They only have 3 feet?
No, they're tall. They're 3 feet tall or
Oh,
smaller.
I thought she was like 3 feet. Tripod.
No. When we got Nyx, that was one of my things. I was like, she is so little. I'm so scared that she is going to just like break. Like, please get big. Please get big. And now she's huge. And we have Alice, our husky. So our dogs are big. Sarah says he's an imaginary friend.
Yeah, that's right. I thought so. My first wife loved that movie, so kind of some bad memories.
I used to have an imaginary friend named Victor.
I had one named George Miller.
Oh, he even had a last name. What did George Miller look like?
I don't know. He was imaginary, so.
You didn't have a picture in your mind of what he looked like?
Not. If I did, I don't remember it.
No one can sneak up on your house. I'm sure your dogs will let you know. That is one of the good things about dogs.
So these pictures were so freaking big that it has taken up all of my memory. My phone, which it does not have much memory anyway, is like, you cannot utilize this or this or this because you're running low on memory.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go through and clean all these out.
Shampoo is better. I go on first and clean the hair. Conditioner is better. I leave the hair silky and smooth. Why is Adam Sandler having his bottles of hygiene argue in the bathtub?
What?
Someone posted a GIF of Adam Sandler in the bathtub and his shampoo and conditioner are arguing.
So talking about cleaning your dog, what do you use to wash their hair? Do you clean your dogs?
Oh, yeah. Having a husky, you have got to have good,
On a regular basis?
well, I mean, he gets brushed every single day. And then you've got to go take him to the groomer and have him blown out at least twice a year. Because you got to get otherwise they're going to shed like crazy. And they feel a lot better.
Like crazy?
They're going to shed like crazy. And it's a lot better to have all that extra fluff off of them, especially going into summer.
Yeah.
It gets so
I
hot.
bet. When they go through their shedding.
Mm-hmm.
They have a robot vacuum that is made specifically for pet hair and stuff that goes around and picks it up every day.
That's cool.
It's got the little rubber fins that help pick up all the hair.
Mhm.
I think Lauren has that with hers. I think hers is that version.
We need a new one. Our Roomba is dead. Jimmy says, I have 2 cats, a ferret, and 2 geckos. I've always wanted a gecko.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Because they're so cuddly?
They're cute. Have you seen a little leopard gecko?
Yeah.
Kyle and I have talked about
'Cause
getting a
they're
snake.
so cuddly?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I want
sure.
a snake. I have a pet rock named Pink.
There you go. You don't have to brush that one's fur, do you?
And then we will wash his fur just to keep it clean because it's really easy with all that fur to get stuff
Bet
in
your
it.
fur.
And then Nyx has got real short, kind of wiry hair. But she loves to be brushed. We just can't use the same brush for her that we do on Atlas because Atlas has one of those brushes that has like the little hooks kind of coming off of it to help grip his fur because he has a big old undercoat. And Nyx does not. Ah. She wears sweaters when it gets really cold, and it's so cute.
Yeah, I bet
She loves it. Atlas does not like the costumey things, but Nyx will do it. Don't sleep with the geckos, okay?
Yeah, I bet.
Roll over onto them.
Or any other pet that's small like that, for that matter.
Mhm.
I've heard before. And
And Jimmy says, and a cockatiel.
definitely not parakeets and things like that.
A turtle named Shelly. I always wanted a red lab to name it Copper after Copper from Box and Hound. And then I wanted a dog named Todd, even though the animals are reversed there, but whatever. Todd and Copper, that movie is one of my very, very favorites.
Which I'm not sure it's even available on the Disney platform anymore.
Really?
There's certain old movies that Disney will no longer carry because they had certain content that they did not politically want to endorse or support. Like Song of the South does not exist anywhere. Uncle Remus.
Mm-hmm.
Which I kind of understand that one.
Kurt Russell voiced Copper.
What?
That's interesting.
No kidding.
Corey Feldman was Copper when he was little.
Huh.
Mickey Rooney played Todd. Really?
Wow. Talk about stuff you didn't know.
See, a lot of these animal Disney movies I've seen. Oliver and Company, Lady and the Tramp. Oh, Fox and the Hound. They're the sweetest little friends. And he grows up and his owner is like, yeah, go get him. He was such a cute little baby. And he's all grown up now, and he's still got a big old ear. Oh my gosh, this movie kills me. They sell stuffed animals of them.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I want stuffies. I've got about 50 Fox stuffies, though, so there's that.
Wonder why. What could be the relevance?
Fox and the Hound 2 has Reba. I don't think I've seen that one. I didn't even know Fox and the Hound 2 was a thing. You got QC Kinetics open?
Yep.
Charlotte's Web, that's a great one. Live a life, live a life.
Get it, Jen.
Okay, I'm done.
Wow.
There's The Rescuers, The Great Mouse Detective. That movie was so good.
I like that one. I like The Rescuers. I thought The Rescuers was great.
The Aristocats.
When I was a kid, we used to watch The Rescuers all the time.
The Rescuers or The Rescuers Down Under? Oh, Rescuers Down Under came out in the 90s. Never mind. Not that one for when he's a kid. 101 Dalmatians. We tried showing that to the kids and they got bored.
Yeah, I really didn't like the original of that.
I loved it.
Hated the live action one too.
Again, all of the movies that had animals in it were my favorite as a kid. What's the Five-O Goes West? Is that what it is?
Yep.
That was another one.
That.
See, I know movies. I just know 90s
movies.
Disney's movies that have animals in them. Fox and the Hound 2 has a really good soundtrack. Does Reba sing on it? Reba also is in one of the Land Before Time movies, and she sings in that one. The boy has all of those movies on DVD. They are his favorites.
Kids had all those, but they were on VHS. So that's one of the reasons my daughter's wanting a VCR player so she can play those old Disney movies that they used to just put on and run over and over and over. Her favorite one when she was a little kid was this really cheap Walmart version of Thumbelina, the Thumbelina story. She used to just watch endlessly, over and over. That, and then she got off on a Wizard of Oz kick.
Yep.
She'd watch that over and over and sing along with Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
Beans likes that one too. Oh, also, Beans is super excited. On Thursday, she's going to try out a musical theater class.
Oh.
I actually found a place around here that does that. So we'll see. Not that we need to add anything more to our schedule, but
really.
And I don't know how we're going to do that, and wrestling, and dance, and cheer, and school, and life.
Mow the yard.
Kyle can mow the yard. Okay. He loves mowing the yard. We have 15 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Sunshine with highs in the mid-80s this afternoon. Is 58 in Joplin.
Morning KIX takeover is getting ready to start in just 5 minutes, the Monday edition.
So go on the KIX app and vote for the songs that you want us to play back for you.
And we're talking about the funniest movie that you've ever seen.
Yeah, call or text to let us know yours at 623-1025.
What's the funniest movie that you've ever seen? Hi there, Morning KIX.
Bridesmaids.
I love that movie with Kristen Wiig and Maya Rudolph and Melissa McCarthy.
One she's actually seen.
It cracks me up. Every time I listen to it, I laugh.
So what's the funniest movie that you've ever seen?
It's got to be a toss-up between Monty Python's Search for the Holy Grail
My favorite.
and Wagons East.
Okay, I've heard of the first one, but I have not heard of the second one.
Me either.
It's a little-known John Candy film. It's one of the later ones that he did, and it's about a group of people who were going from the East Coast out west, and they lived out there for a while and decided, this sucks, we want to go east, and it's all about their trip trying to find a wagon train to take them east.
Of course, there weren't any, so.
Right. What's the funniest movie you've ever seen?
The Other Guys had Will Ferrell in it and Mark Wahlberg, and they're cops.
Will Ferrell is just hilarious no matter what.
Yes, he is.
What is the funniest movie that you've ever seen?
Oh, Health Inspector by Larry the Cable Guy.
Is it? I mean, wait a minute. The funniest movie ever? Really? Really?
Yeah.
Larry the Cable Guy?
Sure?
Oh, you got to watch that.
Do I really? What's he do in the movie?
He's the health inspector, and they send him out on jobs, and then he gets this woman as a partner because he got rid of the other partner. And it's a girl, but he keeps calling her a boy all the way through it, and it's just hilarious.
I'm totally following that. So, yeah.
I mean, health inspector is a health inspector.
Put it on the list there.
What's the funniest movie that you've ever seen?
You can tell us on Facebook or text us at 623-1025.
Morning Kicks Takeover now just 3 minutes away.
On the 4 states, #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
Okay. Also, this weekend, I realize, is the world's largest truck convoy.
Yes.
Friday night is the tractor pull. Oh, they're actually having a demolition derby for the first time this year on Thursday night, but I'm not going to be a part of that. But the tractor pull, the annual big rig pull, will be happening on Friday night, and then the world's largest truck convoy is happening Saturday evening to downtown Joplin. It's going to be on 26th Street between Maiden and Main.
How much does it cost to get in?
Nothing.
Oh.
It's free.
Ooh.
But I will say this for the truck and tractor pull, you got to get there early if you expect to get a seat because it fills up fast. And I think they seat somewhere around 5,000 or 6,000, but it doesn't matter. It's still crammed.
Noted. All right, so tomorrow we've got another chance to guess. Someone's secret sound.
Yep. And we're going to be talking about what did you want to be when you grew up? When you were a little kid and people said, so what do you want to be when you grow up? What was your answer?
An adult.
Really?
No, I said a veterinarian.
No. I was an astronaut. I always wanted to be an astronaut.
That'd be cool too.
I learned they die in space sometimes. So I thought, that's how.
And then tomorrow's also Twisted Takes Tuesday.
Yes. So we're not going to forget that this week.
It's on the calendar.
So have a great rest of your Monday.
Did you go in and add it to every
website and look for the hint for the secret sound?
Do it. Bye.